I'll get them riled up and ready to go. Yay! We're live on YouTube. We're live on Instagram. We're streaming in everywhere across the universe. Isn't the internet kind of cool? Like, I know there's a lot that's not so great about it and how we use it, but holy moly, I forgot to mic up. Is it not just cool, though, that we can connect with people all over the world and we can, stream live and just be together all at once? I just think that it's one of the most magical parts of the internet and everything that it has to offer. So hello and welcome in. Hi, Dream State Visions. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. I can see my kitty like staring at me through the window from my bedroom. He's like, I hear Mama, but I don't see her. I'm really hoping that I will be able to keep the cosmic barn doors open today because we are going to engage in our very first burn ritual. Yay. So I don't want to suffocate myself with smoke, but there's a lot of construction going on nearby my home. So if it gets loud or you can't hear me, just let me know. But that being said, I do want to make sure that you have something to burn in today safely, please. Do not hold me liable for burning your house down. You are a mature adult. You know how to safely deal with fire. So please have a bucket or a shell or something to burn inside, and then obviously something to light it up with. Hi, itty bitty kitty kitty. It's always a good day when I get to say your name, your log name, whatever they call that thing. It just makes me giggle. All right, let me get situated. I thought I was ready, and then I realized, oh, I didn't have a microphone for Instagram, so I had to run back in the house. So I'm a little out of breath. And I wanted to light this candle. Got to get the vibes going, right? Here we are, full moon, fully illuminating. Ooh, and it's in Scorpio, the sexy, dark mistress of Scorpio. I'm very excited to talk about this full moon and to experience this full moon because this moon is actually like 2 degrees away from my natal Pluto, and it's just kind of like squatting there, like making me feel all the things about my self-worth because it's all in my second house. So I'm feeling it, and it's actually really good. And I am really excited to have this opportunity for us to sink into this energy because Scorpio is such a blessing. It can be a really scary energy for some people because it's so deep and because it's so cutting and precise in its declaration of boundaries. But when you make the most of Scorpio and those boundaries and protect things like what you're really worth and what you really want in life and, what you're willing and not to accept on your creative journey, it can be a really empowering energy. And that's what we're going to focus on today and why I wanted to call this Rewriting the Rule Book, because I think that we've been agreeing to some rules on our creative journey that are not really in alignment with us anymore. And we want better for ourselves. We want more for ourselves. And so we're going to write down what those rules are. We're going to burn them. We're going to release them. We're going to let them go. And then we are going to rewrite the rule book completely from a heart-aligned space that really honors who we are as an awakened creator and a sacred heartist, and also what we desire to call forward on our creative journey. So I'm very excited. I'm so glad you're here. And thank you for the compliment on the beanie. Like I said at the beginning, I didn't feel like doing my hair today. So I'm like, it's a slouch beanie day. It's a slouch beanie day. So, all right, let us, and I've got the like sandal, like I'm totally rocking. I was joking. I'm like, this is like the lesbian I'm about to go thrifting vibe right now. So maybe I will later on today. No, I'll probably just do errands, but yeah. All right. So let's dive in. I already kind of mentioned Scorpio, talking about boundaries and talking about what we are and are not open to. And Scorpio is also, it's the ruler of the 8th house. So its energy is relating somewhat to intimate relationships and deep psychological things. Maybe even sex, right? Receiving money from other people. So those themes might be showing up in your experience of this full moon, right? It doesn't peak until the 23rd is the actual full moon, Tuesday next week. But you might already be seeing some of these themes start to be illuminated in your life, certain situations with people. It's kind of like the universe is sort of like, look over here, look over here. And if we are aware, which we are because we're awakened creators, we're paying attention to what this is calling us into, right? The universe really wants you to be your best. And sometimes being your best means having to say no to things that you've been saying yes to. And that's really what we want to clarify for ourselves today is what have we been saying yes to that we really are ready to say no to? And then what have we been saying no to that we really want to now start saying yes to? And all of this is really going to drive us forward towards our creative destiny. And that's why we do these creative rituals. If you're new to Awakened Creators, if you've not been around for a while, and you're like, what the heck does astrology have to do with my creativity? Tuning into these cycles and really paying attention to them and taking advantage of the energies is going to give you the momentum to keep moving in a heart-aligned direction on your journey. So we don't do these just because we think astrology is cute or it's hip or trendy. We do it because we know the power of harmonious alignment. Hey, Jay Hoodie. When you align with the energies and the direction the universe is pushing and don't resist it, but open yourself up to the transformation, hello, Scorpio, magical things can start aligning for you in your life. And that's what I want for you. That's what I want for all of us on this creative journey. I want it to be magic from start to finish. I want you to experience miraculous opportunities and things just clicking into place, get to open ourselves up to. So, what are you ready to change? What are you ready to share? I would love you to put a comment. What Scorpio's death and rebirth? It's the Phoenix. What are you ready to learn today? What's coming up in your experience? What are you ready to, oh, I like this one. What are you ready to shut down? Shut it down. What are you ready to just shut down? No more. I'm not going to do that anymore. Use that power of Scorpio and just shut it down. What's shutting down? And then on the flip side, what are you now ready to get intimate with? Relationship, a new creative partner, whatever it is, what are you ready to now? Good. Bring in some. I am willing to change jobs. That's huge. That is a Scorpio full moon. Yeah. You set some boundaries, right? You stop putting up with BS. You're going to change and shift and transform and that feels aligned with people who respect you, who your boundaries, who honor who you are, right? Beautiful, brilliant. Keep coming, shutting down the path we've been told leads to our Yes, says Dream State Visions. Yes. Shutting down those lies. It has to be like this and it has to be like that. And you can't ever peak, and you can't, if you want success, you have to like become a content mill, and you have to do, like, there's so much noise out there. Yeah. But joke's on them, because awakened creators know we create the rules. So like, you can either listen to them or not. I encourage you not to. I encourage you to rewrite your own rules. I'll share more about how we're going to do that together this weekend. I am so excited. Yeah, you get to shift that. You get to decide what you will or won't accept. Getting up to all the natural ways that feel right to me in a moment. Yes, right? Scorpio is a water sign. It's feeling. It's feeling that. It goes so deep because it's Scorpio. So it's like feeling everything under the surface and all the deep, but you can feel it. It's a alignment. So absolutely great. I'm glad y'all are paying attention to what's being eliminated for you right now. Shutting down the habit of waiting for. That's huge. I am so guilty of doing that. And I know a lot of you watching this are probably like, yeah, I do that too. Waiting for the world to give you permission instead of taking it, giving it to yourself, remembering I am creator of my life. Oh yeah. I get to just go with me. You know, it's kind of an off subject, but it's relatable in that I got this new Oracle deck, which I brought today because I felt called that we might pull a card at the end of this. It's the Sacred Creators Oracle. So aligned, right? It's all colorful, the name, everything. This is a wink from the universe. We're going to have an Awakened Creators Oracle deck, just so you know. One day, that is absolutely happening. But one of the cards I pulled, I was asked, which scares you the most? And the card I pulled was overrate your intuition. That was the card in that entire deck of 67 cards that scared the crap out of me the most. Overrate your intuition. And I have that card on my altar, and I have been reminding myself ever since to start trusting myself, trusting that feeling inside that says, that person, I don't want to work with that person. No, I don't really want to do this. Not listening to the endless chatter that's like, well, but you have to, or they'll think you're mean, or you got to be, you know, you got to take this opportunity. It'll be the last one you ever have. And what if it never? No. Scorpio's like, cut the BS. I'm done with that. I can feel it. Water sign. I can feel it inside of me. And I know this is the right way to go. So bravo, kudos to you. Kudos to all of us, because this is the thing, we're all connected. So when Jesse at Itty Bitty or J Hoodie or Dream State Visions feels something, like moves through something, grows through something, we all do. We all do. So yes, affirm for your brothers and sisters at heart that they get to do that, and so do you. That's how we co-create magic here at Awakened Creators. This is what we do so well. And we're going to do more and more and more of, because Amanda finally gets it. Yay, finally. All right, let's keep it moving. I'm going to pause to drink some tea. You guys gave great examples. Let me just make sure. Okay. Yeah, you guys gave great examples. I was going to offer up one. Creating art that you don't want to create anymore. But you were just doing it because lots of people liked it. I see a lot of creators get stuck in that trap, right? Something on their feed or on YouTube is really successful, and so they double down on it, and then they trap themselves, and they become a slave to the algorithm, even though they don't want to do that anymore. You know, that almost happened to me very early on while pursuing Awakened Creators and trying to grow this. Some of you who have been around for a really long time know I used to do like pick a card readings. And those were some of my most successful YouTube videos. I was like, oh, I hit the jackpot, you know, thousands of views in one day. But after a while, I was like, this isn't what I want to do. This isn't what I want to be known for. This isn't it. And I had to very bravely put up a line, Scorpio, a boundary, and say, it's not for me. Why? Because water sign, I feel it. So pay attention to what's coming through for you right now. Pay attention to what's showing up on your journey. It may or may not be directly related to your heart work, but it's all connected. So pay attention, whether it's in your intimate relationships or it's in how you're interacting with other people. Pay attention. Pay attention. All right. So let's start rewriting the rules. Let's start letting go of what was. Let's get real clear on what we used to agree to that we are going to let go. So grab your paper. We're going to, before we do that, we'll get your supplies at the ready. I do want to get us aligned, okay? So we're going to engage in creativity. We want to make sure we're coming from our heart space, not a head space, so we can produce the most authentic, heart-aligned work possible. So let's take a moment to just ground ourselves into wherever we are. Take some deep breaths. Maybe for the first time today, just take a moment for yourself. Just slow everything down to present time. There's nowhere else you need to be than right here. Just take that in for a moment. Feel your body's heaviness on the chair or wherever you're sitting, on the earth maybe. Just feel how connected you are, how supported you are. You're not flying off into space. You're not, floating up because there's no gravity. There's gravity here, and it's holding you, and it's keeping you grounded. And it's available here always. Whenever you want to get out of your head, whenever you want to shift away from overwhelming feelings, you can ground, you can connect with the weight of earth and remind yourself that you're okay. You're okay. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. So no matter what you have going on in your life right now or what's being illuminated for you as this full moon grows, just remind yourself that you're okay. So let's take a nice deep inhale in to our bellies. Really fill our lungs with delicious fresh air. Sigh it out. Let everything from before this moment just go. You can think about it later. Take another deep inhale in. Expanding out. Letting yourself get big, and sigh it out. Letting go of everything you have to do after this live. You'll get to it. It'll be okay. Placing your hands on your heart. Permission to enter this present moment with your creative family and be here now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's call upon the energy of this Scorpio full moon. in the archetype of Scorpio to grant us your wisdom. Bring into our awareness and greatest vibrational use of this energy on our creative journey. Show us where we can apply it. Show us where it would be of our greatest good to do so. Make it crystal clear like Scorpio can. Help us feel it like Scorpio does. Show us the way, show us the path. We will trust it. We will open ourselves up to trust it more and more and more. Recognizing and honoring our own boundaries today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. All right, let's get started, family. Let's do it. Let's do it. Grab your paper. Journal paper, sketchbook paper, newspaper. It doesn't really matter. Just grab a piece of paper, grab something to write with. I got these really cool, colorful Sharpies that I love. But it could just be a ballpoint pen. There's no rules here. Let's see here. I'm going to skip this song because it's kind of cheesy and it's bothering my vibe. There's a Scorpio boundary right there. I'm like, I'm not feeling this song. I'm going to turn it off now. Like, own that. Own it. Do what feels good. Okay. So here we're going to write down the rules we're no longer open to. So again, these may be things that you used to say yes to, you used to agree to, you used to allow, either on your creative journey or in some other area of your life, because, right, this full moon is somewhere in your chart. I don't know where. But whatever is present for you, you don't have to share this with anybody but yourself, and you're going to burn it. So it's not going to exist in a little bit anymore. So feel free to say your piece. Say what you need to say. This is all going to burn away. No one's ever going to see it but you and God right now. So go ahead and just write down all the things. Maybe you write down, I used to agree to blah, blah, blah. I used to believe that such and such. Write it down. What did you used to say yes to that you are no longer available for? Go ahead and write it down. We'll give you maybe 5 good minutes. Get clear with yourself. What are you letting go? Get real honest with yourself. Scorpio is very honest and deep. Say all the things. Give yourself a couple. Try to come to a place where you can feel complete for now. You can always revisit this later and write more and burn more. All right. So I hope you've got to a pretty good place. I filled up a whole page. Oh my goodness. If you're willing to share, I know some of you already kind of shared what's been coming up for you, but if you're willing to share any of yours, I am in an exercise of vulnerability and really just owning being authentic. I'm going to read mine out loud. You certainly don't have to share yours, but you can if you feel like it would be good medicine for you. So I'm no longer open to less than I deserve. I am no longer saying yes to people I do not trust or vibe with. I am no longer counting myself out and denying that I deserve better. I will no longer let people push me or pressure me to do things that I don't vibe with. I am no longer going to lie about how I feel out of fear that someone won't like me. I am no longer going to be afraid to reach out to people because I'm scared they're better than me or too good for me. I am no longer going to be denying my own greatness because I don't want to be seen as pushy or annoying, aka playing small. And I am no longer agreeing to giving up on my dreams. And instead, I'll be insisting on my belief and manifesting it. Yes, yes, yes. Whew. I hope that was somewhat cathartic. Getting that all out, putting it down, getting it out of your head, getting it out of your energetic field, right? This is the alchemy that happens when you create art that you might not always be conscious of, right? Because what is creating? It is an outward expression. You're literally physically manifesting something outside of yourself, of something you feel inside. So you are releasing it from inside you. That's why people who repress their creativity, it is physically painful and can result in very awful things like death. Because you're not releasing that valve. You're not letting that stuff out. So I hope that this felt good to let this stuff out. All right, we're getting some feedback here. No longer putting others' happiness before mine. No longer letting others influence my creative decisions. No longer choosing a lack mentality, codependency, suppressing my true desires, stopping creative moments to cater to others. Amen. Blessed be, and so it is. Itty bitty. I'll no longer walk on eggshells or play small or agree in order to stay in relationships or keep other people comfortable. Oh, that is so scorpionic of you, Jessie. I love that. But it really is, right? It really is. Like there's a higher vibration of every archetype and there's a lower vibrational resonance of it. And then what we're really doing is we're aligning ourselves with the higher vibrational energy of Scorpio and saying, yes, we're going to honor our boundaries. We're going to honor who we are. We're going to honor our intuition. We're going to honor our feelings. And we'll no longer gatekeep my own self. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Standing in your own doorway, right? Denying your greatness. Beautiful. Well, are you ready to burn some shit? Let's do it. Ooh, you have a Scorpio moon. Well, yes. Hello. I'm so curious what your lunar degree is now. This moon is at 4 degrees Scorpio. My mom was a Scorpio and a Scorpio rising. I absolutely adore Scorpio energy. It's very magnetic. Use your powers wisely, my dear. All right. Let's get ready to burn. Okay, so grab your whatever it is you are going to burn in. Maybe it's a bucket. Maybe it's a shell. Those of you who have burned before probably have a way to do this. I almost always fold my paper too tight and then it won't burn. So maybe don't do that. Maybe don't fold your paper too tight or it might be hard to burn because fire needs oxygen to light up. So keep it kind of loose, keep it kind of open, but definitely make sure it will fit in your burning vessel. Hi, Yana. Welcome, welcome. We were just about to light the fires. We just finished writing down all of the things, the agreements, the things we've been agreeing to that we're no longer interested in agreeing to anymore. Ways of keeping ourselves small, catering to other people, denying our greatness, all kinds of things that have been holding us back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to burn these. So you can start at any time. Make sure you're in a safe space to do this. I'm going to hopefully not burn my studio down. Here we go. I want to show you, but here, just briefly. Whoa, look at that. I think I'm going to have to put it down after a little bit, but go ahead and start. And maybe focus on the flames as you're watching it burn. You're ready to release. You're ready to let go. You're ready to say no more. No more. I'm ready to create something new. Ready to make new choices. Let it all go. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for gifting us the power and ability to change. Thank you, Scorpio, for reminding us that we can always die and be reborn again. We're never stuck. We're never stuck. We can always choose differently. Thank you for this moment to consciously choose differently. Make sure your old rules are burned. You might have to relight a couple times. God, this feels good. This feels so good. Thank you, Spirit. I'm so grateful to be doing this with you all. To come together as a community and to just create new things and release together. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Last little piece. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a moment and be present with what you've just done, with the release that you have just allowed, the space you have just created, clearing that away, saying no more, acknowledging your creator power to change, to shift, to grow. Beautiful. So you might have now a big bowl of ashes. You are welcome to dispose of this in whatever way feels aligned to you. Originally, when I was tuning into this ritual, I was inspired to perhaps mix some of the ashes with water, and you could use it as like a charcoal paint. So you could like create with it. You could bury it in the earth. You could pour it down a drain. However you want to welcome in the final release of this is up to you. But we'll do that on our own time after today, okay? After this live. So set that to the side. Whew. Because now we are going to make some new rules. And I understand we're getting a little, we have about 15 minutes left. In respect of your time, I want to try not to go too far over. So just know that whatever you get written down today, you can always continue afterwards on your own and keep going. And in fact, I encourage you to do so and or revisit this ritual on Tuesday at the full moon. All right. So your next sheet of paper, we are going to fold into like a booklet. Like pretend you are a child making a greeting card for your mommy or whoever, you know. It's a school project. You fold it in half. Hamburger style. Isn't that what they say? Hamburger style. And then you fold it again. Okay. Right. And now you have some options. You can keep it with just a, you know, just a one flap kind of deal. Or if you really want to get into it, you can go make a mini zine, fold it again, and now you're going to have, you know, I think that's what, 8 pages. So it's really up to you how you want to do this. Afterwards, and even now, you may want to use some scissors to cut this open into like a booklet style. And basically how you do that, so you fold it. And then you're going to cut the connection points, but you're not going to go all the way to the center, right? Because you need it to stay bound. So you might just cut it about 95% of the way. Same thing on the other side. You don't have to do it this way. You could just make a list if that feels good to you. Please apply your creative energy to this ritual. Right? And then any other bindings that you have, any other connection points that you have in the front, there's probably 2. You want to open that up as well. And that one you can go ahead and cut all the way, right? Because those are your pages. Okay. So for me now, I have this little booklet. Woohoo! And you might see these sometimes at indie art stores. People make zines like this. That's the first time I saw it. That's where I first saw this. And I was like, I can do that. And then I went home and I made one about my relationship with food. And it was actually really, really healing. So make your little booklet. This is your rule book. Okay, this is your new rule book for your creative journey. And so, again, after today, keep having fun with this. If you want to decorate it, you want to add stickers, you want to put glitter, you want to do all the things to it, you're welcome to do that. But for now, we're going to focus on just getting the rules written down. And if you're worried if it's going to look like you don't want that to be the finished product yet, you could write on a separate sheet your rules. And then when you're ready and fully immersed in your creative time, apply it into your little booklet so that it looks just how you want it to. Okay. So there's a few different pathways. It's a choose your own adventure kind of deal. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to write my rules down and then put them in the, well, no, I'm just going to go for it. I might just do it again is all. I'll do it again if I want to. I was more just worried about the Sharpie bleeding through, but I can use my journal to write, so it'll bleed through on that and not my paper. All right. So maybe you want to title this My New Rules. for my creative journey, for my life. Maybe you call it your name's new rules, Amanda's new rules, Jesse's new rules, however you want to title it. Or you can title it later if you're that kind that figures out the title after you've written the book. All right. And just start writing down some rules. I'll give us about 5 minutes to start writing down some new things. So these are, okay, we know what we let go of, we're no longer agreeing to, but what are we now agreeing to? What are we ready to open up to? What are we ready to say yes to? What have we been denying ourselves that we are just like, yes, bring it in, more, please. Write all of those things down. Get those down. And maybe you want to say, I am ready to agree to, or I agree to, or I now agree to. However you want to phrase it in a way that feels very empowering to you, right? You're taking this on. You're saying yes to this. I am saying yes to blank. However you want to phrase it. 5 minutes. Go. Hmm. Everything you were writing down should feel really good to you. Really good. Really empowering. Yes, yes, yes. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Mm. Hmm. Take your time, really feel into it. Use that Scorpio watery energy to feel it. What else? Mm. Maybe about 2 more minutes. You can always continue after on your own today. You can rewatch this video, do this ritual as many times as you want to, anytime you want to. Mm. Mm. Yay! I hope you're feeling good about what you wrote. Actually, no, better than good, right? My son says that. I'm not just doing good, I'm great. So pull out your Tony the Tiger attitude. We're great. I hope you're feeling great about what you've written. If you feel like sharing, you are welcome in this space to inspire us with all of the beautiful things you are ready to say yes to, you're ready to allow, you're ready to open up space for, you are ready to set boundaries around, you're ready to honor and protect it, you're ready to say yes, 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 this is what I deserve, this is what I desire, and I will make it so. Here's my cool little book, guys. I'm going to decorate it. But it was a lot of fun. This was really neat. Mine says, my new rules for my creative journey. I am saying yes to what I truly desire with all the sparks and magic included. Right? Who wants what you desire, but it's humdrum? No, I want all the sparkles and magic. I want everything. I want it all. I am saying yes to deeply authentic, love-based connections only. I am saying yes to owning my greatness, my impact, my joy, and sharing my heart work. I am saying yes to magic and miracles and creating my own reality. I am saying yes to the pace and flow of life that honors my self-worth. Yes. I am saying yes to the level of radical abundance that is mine by birthright. More on that this weekend. I really hope you're coming. I am saying yes to the life of my dreams. These are my rules. What are your new rules? I hope that whatever you came up with today serves you well. The last part of this ritual is an invitation for you to hold on to this rule book and reread it out loud on the full moon. Bonus points if it's at night under the full moon, right? If you can see, you should be able to see, okay, full moons are actually pretty darn bright. But to read this aloud on the full moon. So keep your new rules handy. The third part of this ritual is you actually engaging with the moon. Declare these aloud. Make sure the universe can hear you. Say it with gusto, say it with passion, say it with confidence, say it with the power vested in you by the Almighty Creator to create your own life. Right? Get into your inner priest or priestess and really make a declaration of the heart. Yay, I now agree to only saying yes to things that light me up. Yes. Giving myself everything I feel I may lack from others. Yes. Ooh. Opening up to every possibility. Yes. Yes. Let more possibilities in. Honor my heart's true desires. Absolutely. Yes to being in love with the heart work I'm engaging in and collaborating in. Yes. Be in love. Be in love. Life wants you to be in love with it. I think that's really what like the Sufi poet Rumi was always talking about in his poetry, about love and the beloved and in this deep love affair with the universe. Because he's like, it wants to love you. It wants to love you back, and it wants you to love it back, and it wants to engage in this just beautiful, sensual co-creation experience with you and say, yes, oh yes, you want that. So let's cut out the stuff we no longer desire, which we already did. And it's funny because I feel so energetically clear. I don't know about all you, but I feel so much more energetically clear after letting that go. Like even bringing it up seems like a moot point. Like I don't even need to talk about that stuff. It's burnt. It's done. It's over. I finished. This is the new rule book. This is how I'm living my life now. So keep it somewhere sacred where you can remind yourself as you move through your journey what you are saying yes to now. And if you are ready to keep saying yes, please consider joining us this Saturday. How do I even explain this? The impact of this event. I just remembered today that on Saturday, on the day of Beyond Starving Live, on the day Awakened Creators are gathering together to dismantle and disintegrate all the limitations and beliefs about artists and money and abundance and possible for us. On this same day, door to shut, alignment. Jupiter and Uranus are coming together. This only happens once every 14 years. And not only is it that rare, it has never come together in Taurus in your lifetime. You, me, we, because I know ain't nobody here been born before 1941. None of us have ever experienced Jupiter together in Taurus. Jupiter the planet of expansion, of making bigger, of bringing in more energy, of allowing in more. The biggest planet in our solar system, our soul system, the biggest planet, the planet of expansion, is coming together with Uranus, the planet of dimension shifting, electrical, just change in an instant. In the sign of Taurus, earth, material, abundance, using all your five senses, the richness of life. All I wanted to do with this Beyond Starving Live was make sure that it happened in Taurus. I really wasn't thinking, well, I'm going to plan it on Saturday because that's when this conjunction happens. It literally, like, it was in my awareness, but it wasn't really like a conscious decision. And then this morning, I'm like, oh, holy moly. This is really, really magic. This is magic on a whole nother level. The people who come to this live, we are going to combine our energies. We are going to say, heck yes, no, excuse me, heaven yes to what we want to co-create and manifest in our lifetimes together and individually, and make it happen. This is it. This is the shift you have been waiting for. This is the time for you to say, I am an awakened creator. I am a sacred HeARTist. I demand this life. I will not settle for anything less. We just got done with this Scorpio full moon ritual saying, I will not settle for less than a life that honors my heart and my HeARTwork. And this Beyond Starving Live event on Saturday, it's totally free to come. We are going to join together. We are going to transmute and shift all that bullshit we've been believing and we've been told, and the media tells us, and our parents tell us, and society says you can and can't do this. And we are going to throw all of that out. And we are going to bring in, drop in, ground in, embody a new vibration Uranus that honors where we truly belong, the life and frequency we truly belong on, that is heart-centered, that is open and available for radical levels of abundance, because we're HeARTists, because we are artists. Not despite it, not I'm going to beg for money from the world because it doesn't value art. Oh, hell no. I know, because I'm in my heart, because I do my HeARTwork, that is a recipe for abundance. And I get to create it, and you get to create it, and we get to create it together. So go, go, go. Sign up for this event. It's happening live. You're not going to get a replay. This is it, y'all. Let's get together. Let's join our energies. Let's make magic happen on a level we have never manifested before. I know so many of you, like me, we sit alone in our rooms at our altars and blah, 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 and we affirm all the things, and it works. It does great. But can you imagine the power of if we all come together and we say yes at the same time during this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus, and we say yes, 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 yes. I mean, I don't even know what's all going to happen because the meditation I'm planning is going to be pure channeling. All I know is Spirit told me, get the people there, get them in there on this day, get them all together in this Zoom, and we're going to make freaking magic happen. So be there, or be square, or be triangle, or be whatever. But all I know is I'm shifting dimension on Saturday, and I hope you will join me. because I want to be on the planet where awakened creators are thriving and abundant and changing the freaking world and opening people's hearts and making them believe in themselves once again and helping them rediscover who they are and love who they are and be who they are and stop being so afraid of who they are. That is the planet I plan on being on after Saturday, and I hope you'll be there with me. I love you. Truly, in my heart of hearts, I love you. And I absolutely believe in what you are doing and what lights you up. It is the answer. You are creative for a reason. And I will not leave this planet with breath in my body until I see you all reach your dream. I love you. Yay! Happy full moon, everybody. Enjoy it. I'll see you Saturday. Bye. Bye, YouTube.